Hello, everybody. This is Lilith. Just leaving a little message at the top here. I don't know if y'all have seen the news, but I live in Texas. Texas has had some weather events recently, which is part of the reason why there has been a delay in this episode. We got a recording done the Tuesday after the weather had receded, but I fucked up. It's been a little bit chaotic in my house. And well, there's some issues you'll hear with my audio. I didn't record with the right microphone, so everything's gonna sound kind of weird. It's listenable, I think so. And our guest Ash was great, so I didn't really want to have to go back and like re-record and delay these episodes further. So just bear with us, and my good audio, my dulcet tones will be back in just a couple episodes. Thanks.
You know, people sleep peacefully in their beds at night only because rough men stand ready to do violence on their behalf. And ladies and gentlemen, violence is about to happen. Superplex! Oh! Through the fucking glass! MDK all fucking day! Come on, Nick!
Welcome to the Big Match Minute. This is the show where sometimes we have too much energy coming in and we gotta rear it back because we're talking wrestling matches, breaking them down 1 minute at a time, and sometimes talking about other wrestling matches that they remind us of. Today, we're talking about minute 10 of The Final Deletion, starring Jeff and Matt Hardy. And Vanguard 1.
I don't think Vanguard 1 is really in minute 10.
I know, I'm just goofing. I'm Diet Coke.
And I am Lilith.
Sorry. And we are once again joined by a very special guest.
Ash, that's me. Yeah. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to. I don't know. Yeah.
It's me. Diet Coke's kind of weird on the cues today.
I like to keep people on their toes, introduce a little bit of chaos into the second record.
Yeah. Okay. It's good shit.
Yeah. And this match, or this minute, we have paired with Nick Gage versus Ricky Shane Page at Run Ricky Run, the GCW pay-per-view, which
a battle for the ages of the ages.
Yeah.
You get it?
I actually wait. No, I don't.
Nick Gage and Ricky Shane Page.
Oh, fuck!
Battle of the ages for the ages.
You right now. Oh my
damn
god! If I could just say here at the top, this was my favorite match of 2020. I loved it so much. We'll talk about the minute first, but I'm excited to talk about this match because there's a lot of match to talk about. Mm-hmm. But first off, let's get into the minute. I'll say this: better than the last minute.
I don't know that I would agree with that.
I mean, it's still just all wrestling. But at least when I'm watching it, I was just like, there's a couple things to talk about.
You mean literally? There's the mysterious object of the kendo stick. A couple things to talk about. I guess a chair at the very end.
When I saw them working over each other with the kendo stick, I just imagined one of them was thinking, "Hey, remember Steve Blackman?" Yeah, he was around back in the day. I'm pretty sure Steve was working. Yeah, I know that. I forget when Steve Blackman stopped being on TV. Mm-hmm. It could have been when the Hardy Boys were still in the fucking plaid tights before they decided to be proto E-boys. And
oh my god, that's the best way to describe them.
It's what they are.
Oh my god. Okay, this thought just hit me like a bolt of lightning. If you took 1999, 2001 Jeff Hardy and gave him an OnlyFans account. That would be the best shit in the world.
Yeah. It would have been top. They would have had to make a new number for like the top percent that he's in. Yeah, like point, like they'd have to make more zeros, like top 0.00000% of what does it say? Contributors, contenters, something like that.
Like
Contenters.
Like I bet he'd have some like weird like body painted nudes that he'd have.
Oh yeah, it would have been amazing. It would have been a lot of thematic lighting.
Very much so. Now, one thing I did want to talk about in this minute, there is so after there's the structure from the last minute that Jeff kind of pulls Matt off of, or Matt kind of pulls it off of him, or whatever. But then Jeff pins Matt, and when Matt kicks, the music shifts, and it kind of sounds like, I don't know, Batman's cop friend just died or something like that for like maybe 10 seconds. And then they exchange blows for a little while, and then Matt hits the twist of fate, and then he pins Jeff, and Jeff kicks out, and then like, oh, it turns out Batman's cop friend is still alive. He came out of the wreckage, and the kind of butt rocky music comes back.
I was thinking like it sounds like like if it was on YouTube, it'd be like Dark Knight theme in parentheses rock/metal remix cover. Like
yeah,
the tone is very. It has a guitar tone that's in every fucking rock/metal cover.
Oh yeah,
on YouTube, it's the worst. It's not the worst guitar tone, but it's one of them.
It's like it's like everybody's kind of trying to ape Dimebag kind of guitar tone, but like they're doing a really bad job of it. Now, when Jeff kicks out in this moment, he makes a sound that he yells like he's like a predator or something like that. Like, I'm gonna cut it in here. This is, I guess, hey, Lily in the future, cut that weird sound that Jeff makes in.
When I was rewatching it, I just went back over that part 5 or 6 times. Mm-hmm. Like, I just wanted to properly understand the sound I was hearing.
It is a primal sound.
Yeah.
Now, previously, Jeff is like, Jeff got that weird structure out from under the ring or whatever,
which we see more of it in this minute than the last, and yet I've never been less certain of what it is.
Yeah,
the way it responds, the way it's being dragged, just only creates more questions for me.
But Matt just seems to materialize a kendo stick. He doesn't go under the ring for
it's
this.
The broken brilliance of Matt Hardy. He can manifest kendo sticks.
I love that. I love that so much.
He has fucking Felix's big old bag in his back pocket somewhere. You can't see it, but his pocket is Brock's backpack, fucking Felix's bag. It's every
Keenan's
like
fucking from all that.
Yeah, he has like the Grand Theft Auto pockets. Where he can carry, a baseball bat and a fucking AK-47. Is there an AK in Grand Theft Auto? Probably. Sure. There's some kind of automatic rifle. Yeah, he's got the Grand Theft Auto pockets.
Now, Matt starts beating up Jeff with a kendo stick, and I wanted to bring Ash on as a fellow deathmatch ghoul, and there's not a whole lot of kendo sticks in deathmatch wrestling, but what's kind of shaped like a kendo stick? A light tube. Let's talk about
the connection.
Shane Page versus Nick Cage.
I mean, carpet strip bundles are pretty much like the deathmatch kendo stick. Like,
oh yeah.
Which, I mean, it sucks. I mean, I've thought about this. If a lot of times, and like a lot of fucking wrestlers have said this. Like, what sucks about carpet strips is they don't look like they're actually sharp. Like, it doesn't look like looks like you're falling into a kind of a weak ruler or like whatever fuck wood is makes up that weird camouflage device that Jeff was kind of thrown into. But like, no, you're being torn the fuck up.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, light tubes also.
Light tubes also, and I love a light tube. In one of my discords, my go-to nickname is Light Tube Lesbian, because that's just that's who I am. I love the big poof of an exploding light tube, and boy oh boy do we get a lot of that in Ricky Shane Page versus Nick Gage. Now, the story of this match, it's quite involved. I haven't actually gone back and like really taken in the full like kind of like what we were talking about in the last episode. It's nice to see like rivalries and stories in deathmatch wrestling, and this feud between Nick Gage and Ricky Shane Page has been one of the longest and most compelling, in my opinion. Where I picked it up would have been at Nick Gage Invitational 4 when Nick Gage retained the GCW heavyweight title, only to be attacked by Ricky Shane Page, who stole the title and then spray painted his initials on it, which ruled. But then, the title was won by oh gosh, I'm forgetting his name. Oh, I love he's
AJ Gray.
AJ Gray, thank you so much.
No problem.
The title was won by AJ Gray, and then Ricky Shane Page won it back. I think like that night, and has had a chokehold on it up until this was supposed to be the night that Nick Gage stole it back. And indeed, they had an epic war. And this was also like I think part of the reason why this match has been so mythologized for me is it was really the last pre-pandemic show for GCW, and that like the electricity of a Nick Gage entrance in a proper huge crowd is really unmatched. It's really something special.
The energy Nick Gage has when he enters a fucking building. I mean, even like in a pandemic show, still pretty crazy, but like the pre-pandemic actual fucking crowd show, it's And also, not thinking about it, I mean, I think one thing I love about this match is like how, I mean, the audience was like obviously pretty drunk and other thing it is at the end of the show, but there seemed to be a shoot trying to kill Ricky Shane Page at the end of it. Like they were throwing glass bottles at them, like legit glass bottles.
Oh yeah, it was like they were hot in a way that wrestling crowds like. It's hard to get wrestling crowds this hot these days. Like it felt like they were gonna burn the house down because Ricky Shane Page had just stolen the title
again.
Let me pull up my notes for this match because it's a long match and I've got a lot of notes. One of the things I really loved is near the beginning. Ricky Shane Page is pulling his mind games, and 440 are backing him up. And then the ref kicks them out, and Kevin Gill calls them herbs on commentary. That's not an insult that gets used often enough. I love herbs.
Yeah, you don't hear herbs a lot these days.
No, you do not.
Shake my damn head. The kids these days have time to smoke herbs, but they don't have time to call people herbs.
Yeah. I had to reuse my fucking joke from last episode where I wish I could record myself stomping away after that, but I wish I could record myself stomping away right now. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm all the way over here in Austin, so it'd be kind of it would be difficult. Y'all are both in the Southern California area, if I'm not mistaken, so you could just go beat Diet Coke's ass if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, huh?
It's true.
And trust me, she deserves it.
Appointments available 24 hours a day.
I'll wear a mask and put gloves on so to make it safe. But
I appreciate that.
But I am going to beat the fuck out of you. But yeah, I will be wearing gloves and a mask, just for one's safety.
That's all I asked.
I love it when an audience member holds up a chair for Nick Gage and then he throws RSP into it. That's just so fun. The only time I've been there in person for a Nick Gage match was, I think, one of the only times I've ever seen Nick Gage get properly booed by an audience.
Oh shit!
Which his match against Alley Cat at Take a Picture last year,
right?
Because if you're beating up Alley Cat, like, yeah, of course you're gonna get booed.
Oh yeah, he fucking worked over Alley on that one.
Oh yeah. She was in the ER for that one. It was gnarly. It was gnarly. I actually still have on my desk probably my favorite piece of wrestling memorabilia. When she powerbombed Nick through a pane of glass, it like exploded into my section of the audience, and I just like real quick just bent down and picked up a tiny piece of glass and shoved it in my purse, and I still have that sitting on my desk to this day.
Yeah.
You should frame it. Did you frame it already?
No. It's just kind of sitting loose next to a ketchup packet on my desk.
Oh, you gotta frame it and try to get a picture of like the spot and like have I mean, that's what I would do, but do what you want. But yeah,
there's actually, I remember after that event, there's like a GIF of that spot, and you can see me because like he was like setting her up for like a suplex or something like that into the glass, and she like reversed it into a power bomb. And when she like reversed it into the powerbomb setup, you could see my fists just shoot up into the air. So I'm just like yelling about how fucking cool. So anyway, there's another match that I'm just talking a lot about. I want to talk about Dewey Donovan because I love Dewey Donovan.
Gotta do the deal.
I want to know how they met. Like, how did Dewey, like, look, Nick, what you need is me to be behind you all the time. Like,
you need a Mountain Dew themed manager to hand you the pizza cutters during matches, obviously.
I mean, I don't know. Nick's pretty out there, so he may just be kind of like his handler. Like, hey, look, let me remind you what you need to use. And yeah, sometimes Nick can figure out the pizza cutter where it is by himself. So I still don't know why. I don't know, loyalty, blackmail. I don't know. Yeah, he's got something on Nick that put him back in prison. So Nick's got to.
I would, Dewey Donovan, if you're out there, I would love to have you just come on and Diet Coke and I'll just do no wrestling. We just want to talk about Mountain Dew flavors with you.
Yeah. Honestly, I could probably go on longer about Mountain Dew flavors than wrestling.
Yeah, no, believe me, I get it.
Isn't Code Red also a wrestling move too? Doesn't somebody have a finisher called a Code Red?
Oh my god, I bet they do.
There has to be a fucking Code Red.
I bet if you went through Mountain Dew flavors, you could probably find a lot of them. Like, voltage by itself can't be like a wrestling move, but there's got to be like the voltage bomb or some shit like that somebody does.
Major Melon, definitely.
Major Melon. Now there's a wrestling character. That's a guy for sure.
Yeah, I looked it up. The Amazing Red does in fact have a finisher that he used in. It looks like this looks like an Impact ring. Yeah, Code Red. That was in fact a move. Yeah, so I mean,
I won't stop until there's a wrestler who has a finisher called a Mountain Dew Code Red. Like that's the full name of it.
that seems a little wordy to get off in commentary, but sure.
Oh god, now I just want to look up the different flavors of Mountain Dew and try to think what would be Livewire. That's an easy move to make. Voltage, Whiteout,
okay,
Pitch Black.
Pitch Black.
That was also one of my favorite flavors of Mountain Dew. I want to say that was either like an Aleister Black or Seth Rollins had a Pitch Black.
I'm pretty Pitch Black.
I've watched this match probably close to 15 times at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And on the latest watch, the one that Diet Coke and I did earlier today to get ready for this, I spotted something I've never seen before.
What's that?
So, there's that big, it's on the outside of the ring, there's a door and then like kind of an arch made of light tubes with like, I think there's then another pane of glass on top of it and like,
there's definitely another pane of glass on top.
Yeah, and then so like he sets up Ricky Shane Page like face down on the light tube arch, and then does kind of a little like elbow driver or elbow drop like through all of that. In the wreckage after that, Diet Coke and I spotted what is unmistakably like a Happy Meal box.
Yeah. Clear McDonald's logo.
Like a little red box with the golden arches in it.
Did someone put like DK after the M on the box? Because that would make sense. Yeah.
That would be fun.
Nick should have handed that to Ricky at the beginning of the match and be like, yo, Ricky, I got you a slappy meal, and slap him across the face. Yeah.
That's fun.
An MDK slappy meal.
You want to hear a case of real life imitating art? I went out onto the balcony before recording, not to smoke weed because, as established, I don't smoke herbs. I call people herbs.
Right. This is a drug-free podcast.
This is a drug-free podcast. So when I was out there not smoking weed, somehow a McDonald's wrapper had blown onto our second floor balcony.
Oh, crazy!
This a strange McDonald's wrapper.
Yeah. McDonald's is haunting.
Yeah. This podcast is haunted by McDonald's.
Oh god, you're gonna wake up to a fucking clown tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's worse if he's in your bed or just standing over it, but either way, one of those is gonna happen.
On the ceiling, like in Hereditary.
The spider crawling.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
He does like the fucking head turn around, like the goddamn baby hallucination in Trainspotting.
In Trainspotting, yeah.
These are all really pleasant images. Just extremely pleasant images in my head going on.
Oh god.
Now, a little bit after the big spot with what I'm just going to call the McDonald's spot. The 440 comes back to the ring and does a spot that seems like it was created in a lab to pop me specifically. Because as we've discussed on this show, as my tastes change and mature, and I try to turn myself into more of an appreciator of independent wrestling and everything like that, there is nothing that will extinguish the fire inside of me as a basic bitch shield mark. So when 440 comes in and triple power bombs Nick Gage through a broken glass, I giggle like a schoolgirl. It's the coolest shit that's ever happened in a wrestling ring. It made me so fucking happy.
I can confirm it was a hell of a thing to listen to Lily respond to that moment.
If the Shield did deathmatch wrestling, it'd be so fucking cool. Like, I know Moxley's off, he's doing his thing. Seth, Roman, you gotta quit WWE and go do deathmatch shit with Moxley, please.
Please do.
For me.
That's what we need now. It's what the world needs.
Yes.
Yeah, do a fucking run-in at the end of the fucking exploding barbed wire fucking match coming up.
Oh my
It's your perfect
I
opportunity.
About that. Yeah. Oh my god, a Shield run-in during the exploding barbed wire match. Oh, that'd be so good. Now, Diet Coke, what spot did you want to talk about?
I wanted to talk about the mouthful of light tube spot.
Which seems like kind of we're talking about, the Shield bomb. That's like scientifically designed to make me happy. The mouth light tubes, that's scientifically designed to make me rich.
What I like about the mouthful of light tube spot that no one like mentioned in the moment, but that was the main factor of it is that he has to hump the back of Nick Gage's head to make it work. Like he sticks a light tube in his mouth, and then he humps the back of his head so hard that it bursts.
It's kind of a weird inverted face fucking that's going on.
Yeah. And I think that's a lot of fun.
That is pretty fun. That is. The concept of having like broken glass and like this
just inhaling that spooky dust.
I just looked back and I can in fact definitely see the McDonald's Happy Meal box.
Yeah.
Underneath that Vader bombs, Vader elbow, whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking pain of fuckery tube pile.
What is that doing?
Did someone like just bring McDonald's in to like the fucking showboat? And
that is my theory.
Like, shit, I have nowhere to put this.
Like the ring crew just like shoving it down there. But like, okay, but that would also require somebody who could purchase a Happy. I'm not saying they got it on lock at McDonald's, but they usually don't sell like 30-year-olds Happy Meals.
I'll say it's pretty easy to get a Happy Meal as an adult. If you want to get your hands on a Happy Meal, it's not hard.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you kind of just have to go through a drive-through.
As someone who still occasionally eats Happy Meals, it's not hard.
Yeah, I used to have this food service job where a lot of people would order kids' meals off it, and what the fuck was it? Oh yeah, we were told that like we couldn't sell adults children's meals unless like they were getting it for a kid. So like the adults would order it, and I'd be like, "Okay, is this for a kid?" They'd be like, "No." I'm like, "Are you sure it's not for a kid? Is that some kid you forgot about that you're getting this for?" And that worked for people. So yeah.
I always love those like the customer service like leading questions of like, I don't want you to break the rules, so I'm just like I'm giving you this leeway to be like, here's how you don't break the rules, please.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's a kid somewhere, probably, right?
Right.
Are you sure? You didn't forget about your kid?
This is maybe, for your nephew that you have back at home. Even if it's just for your inner child. Oh my god. Fucking G-Raver shows up. And that makes me happy because I love G-Raver. I love G-Raver so goddamn much.
This was after his fucking injury, right?
Yeah. This was... So, like, I think it was, like, the September before he had that gnarly-ass injury, and he was, like, on the injured... Like, he was still recovering at this point. But, yeah, he was still, like, in pretty gnarly shape, which is why I think he was, like, clad head to toe in some pretty thick clothing to take a couple light tube spots.
Mm-hmm. I mean... Yeah, that looks like what I would fucking wear if I was going to do a light tube spot. Like, yeah, just like cover me in a fire jacket. Like, yeah. I want to be able to be like hit by a car and kind of feel it.
Yeah. We're one of those like the Hurt Locker like bomb diffusing suits. Like that's what you can bring a light tube over my head. The next note I have here that I kind of forgot. Diet Coke compared Nick Gage to Flubber.
Yeah.
Do you remember the context for this?
Yeah, we were talking about it was when he got a 2 count and then he choked.
He choke breakered the ref.
Yeah. And we were talking about how it's like we love that it's part of Nick Gage's character that he's kind of dumb, like he'll attack the ref even when the momentum is going his way, like that.
Yeah.
And I said he's all reaction. He's just pure volatility, like Flubber.
Okay. You know what? I'm on your side. I think I brought this up as kind of an attack, but yeah. Now I would love if like they just. Okay, we take Flubber the movie, and there's all the little like noises that Flubber makes and everything like that.
Yeah. You think Flubber holds up?
I think it would.
Okay. I don't want to go on a tangent. Let's go back to what you were saying.
Well, that'd be a tangent within a tangent. Yeah. But like, what if they replaced all of those noises with just like Nick Gage saying what Nick Gage usually says, and then added like a CGI Nick Gage face to Flubber?
I think you just put the bandana on Flubber.
Yeah. Just put like a red bandana on Flubber.
Yeah.
And just like as he's doing like the dance in front of Robin Williams, just says,
MDK all fucking day. Yeah. Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Oh my god. Did y'all, but both of you see that fucking match with Madman Pondo and Jeff Cannonball?
I did not.
Oh my god. There's a moment that's one of my favorite Nick Gage moments of all time.
Yeah,
where
he was on commentary.
So
right?
Jeff Cannonball he's on commentary. So Jeff Cannonball takes out a soda can, and Nick's like, sorry, man, Nick, like, I would have raised you with that fucking shit. Hope he carved a motherfucker's face up. And Jeff starts just doing the soda review. He's like, I don't know what this shit is. Like, actively baffled by what was happening. Just seeing him take a Coca-Cola can. Kevin Gilden explains, like, I know you don't like the internet, but Jeff Cannonball reviews soda on the internet. Nick just says, thank you for explaining. That's like, that was a bad Nick Gage voice, but my other ones, I can't do his whisper voice. I can just do like the god of this shit fucking.
There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That was actually like, it was during that match that I texted Diet Coke. I was like, hey, I think I found a deathmatch wrestler you might like, because he reviews soda on the internet.
And I followed him on Twitter that day. And I'm happy I did.
He's done a few Mountain Dew. It's true.
Yeah.
He did. I know he did like at least Code Red.
He did the Major Melon recently.
Yeah.
Which I was actually very interested by, because I still have not managed to get my hands on Mountain Dew Major Melon.
It's pretty good. I drank one earlier today.
I think for one Mountain Dew, he said they done it again.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think it was maybe Code Red that it could be better. I forget.
Yeah. I mean, Code Red does have some room to improve.
I've known this about Lily, that she's a Code Red hater, and it seems like you agree, Ash. But I'm a Code Red defender. I think it's.
Yeah, I think hater is too strong. I think actually my last pre-winter storm case of Mountain Dew was a Code Red, and I loved it.
We traded Mountain Dew rankings one time, and you gave me shit for putting Code Red too high.
I mean,
to me, that puts you in the category of a hater.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess I am a little bit of a hater. I just don't think. I don't rank it as high as a lot of other Mountain Dews.
I love a Code Red.
That's all right. That's we rank Mountain Dews differently.
It's true.
We rank Fast and Furious movies differently.
That's also true.
Yeah. It's all right. Now, after after a bunch of ref bumps,
It got so many fucking
so many ref bumps in this match. Who comes out to take on the Stripes but Brett fucking Lauderdale, which it was almost kind of comforting to see him in the ref stripes again after so many years in CZW.
Mm-hmm.
But he comes out, and I know, he probably, just wasn't trying to like show his hand as like, oh yeah, I'm the new ref now, because he like does the dramatic, he pulls off the hoodie and he's got the stripes underneath, but he's not wearing gloves.
Yeah,
he isn't. He's not wearing gloves.
And there's a whole lot of shit in that ring.
He's slapping that canvas, and okay, there's a funny story that I want. So we previously talked about the GCW show that I went to last January, the Take a Picture show that was in Austin. And if you've watched that show, you know that there was a very annoying guy in a green hat at that show who I was seated like directly behind. He was like yelling at the ref through the whole show, and he like kept slapping the mat. And that's very important because when the broken glass started to come into the picture, he didn't stop slapping the mat.
Oof.
He was like through the entire last match, he was trying to stop the bleeding on his hand using a streamer that he like got thrown out during Alley Cat's entrance, and it wasn't working very well. So to that guy, fuck you. You were annoying as hell. And you deserved that shit. I hated that guy. Anyway, no gloves. I can't imagine doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like about the same amount of painful as like Necro Butcher doing matches barefoot.
Oh my god, I forgot that he did that. Yeah.
God.
I mean, like, palm injuries and bottom of the foot injuries suck just about as much. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes foot hurts. I just have to say they're about the same. They're pretty fucking sensitive.
I have a tattoo on the top of my big toe, and it's one of the worst things that it has ever. It's like right up on the toenail. It was gnarly. Nothing funny to say about that. It just sucked.
I didn't know that about you, Willie Jesus.
Yeah. I have like the it's like a pentagram with like the trans like gender sign around it.
That's cool, at least.
On my big toe. Yeah. My initial plan was to do that and then have on the rest of my toes it would say trans hell.
Mm-hmm.
But after that one, I was like, okay, fuck this. We're not doing this.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah, and then, there's a few more glass spots. Brett takes some light tubes to the face. One of the first referees that got taken out, Chris Levin, I think he was the one who started the match, too. He comes back out and reluctantly does the 3 count, and the crowd explodes.
We also, at some point in there, we got a nice shirt reveal. I love a shirt betrayal reveal.
I can't believe I skipped over the where did I have him on the Punnett Square? The crafty bastard Eric Ryan revealing himself as a member of 440, which he's always been billed from Ohio, so we should have known not to trust
saw
that
it coming.
fucker. But I love a shirt reveal.
Yeah, it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, man. I just remember that one with Tyson revealing that he's in DX somehow for a night.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably like the most infamous shirt. Like, I'm trying to think of like famous shirt reveals over fucking time. I think that may be one of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
when Stone Cold fucking went, did Stone Cold ever do like a shirt reveal? Because like they don't have
when
like
he
Vince
during like the invasion thing.
Oh yeah,
Or
there's probably. Oh, I was thinking like when he went heel for like that short bit of time.
oh yeah, when he aligned with McMahon, yeah. I don't.
Probably not. Like McMahon doesn't really have like a shirt. Like I mean, they could have made a McMahon 316 shirt. That would have been good. But
yeah.
yeah, he should have had McMahon 316 under his shirt. But I mean, what that was however many years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god, remember when I realized how that Napster versus Metallica can drink now?
Oh god, no! Oh no! I felt my bones turn to liquid. I'm so old.
Yeah.
And now that it can drink, it's being used against them on Twitch, which is hilarious.
Yeah. You'll love to see it. I mean, I guess you don't necessarily love to see it because of the broader implications, but it's funny at least.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but it's pretty fucking. It's also pretty funny.
It sucks, but it's funny that it happened to them.
Moment. To quote a great man who probably said this in kind of a frog voice that I'm not going to attempt. It's like poetry. It rhymes. For those of you not clued in, that is thing that George Lucas said about the Star Wars prequel.
Yeah.
He's a
Wait,
fucking
what?
idiot.
It's the correct thing that George Lucas said about the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah. During
do the prequels rhyme?
they have a lot of moments that rhyme with the original trilogy, is I think the point that he was trying to make.
Oh, so like god damn it. I just kind of really hate. I mean, I guess I don't watch this shit, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I still kind of hate it. How like the latest Star Wars movies and like all the fucking Marvel movies and shit like that is just like nothing but fan service. And like it's just like, oh, remember it's like when this happened, and like everything about it is just a reference to something else, and like it doesn't. I feel like it kind of like just like fills in for like a plot, and I don't appreciate it.
The last one literally felt like they were just trying to play the hits. I watched
that
it
last one
recently.
was a fucking train wreck.
It was a goddamn disaster.
Oh yeah, like they're just gonna bring the Emperor back because that way you can like have an echo to it. But
or Rey goes into the weird like Sith chamber, and who's there but Rey? But she's a vampire this time. So fucking stupid. Anyway, let's say, hey, Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Let's say that we're on the Millennium Falcon. I guess. Okay. And maybe there's been a hull breach, and we've got 2 minutes to save ourselves from losing oxygen and dying in the vacuum of space. What would me and my good friend Chewbacca use to fix that?
Wait. So you started this with Weir on the Millennium Falcon, but I'm just sort of an observer. Oh, okay.
You were still trying to outrun those Imperial bastards who are on our ass on this spice run.
I think I would shout back, Lily, Chewie, you gotta find a plug.
Hey, Ash. So this one's gonna come out 2 Sundays from now. So I don't know if you schedule wise, just keep that in mind. But tell us all the places we can find you on the internet.
Yeah, I'm on Twitch, Big Cartel, OnlyFans, Etsy, all those fucking things. Just Google Ash Dabbath plus whichever you want to find me on.
They're all great. I can say I have enjoyed all of them at this point, and I can say big fan of Ash all through the internet.
Yeah, all through this great content all around. On the 9th of March, I have John Wayne Murdoch coming on the Twitch stream.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I know, fuck yeah. The Duke of Hardcore. Yes. IWTV's Independent Wrestler of the Year. Yeah, I'm excited as fuck for that one. There'll probably be some other shit. So, yeah. Twitch, Big Cartel, OnlyFans.
So when podcasts end, there's always like a fun, snappy way to end things, and I just feel like this show it would really be benefited if we would establish one of those. Now, Ash, do you have any ideas of one we could use?
Dang it. I mean, there was the fucks and good night, you fucks and cucks.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Good
let's do
night,
it again.
you fucks and cucks. Fuck you, Diet Coke. Now we have one.